Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Legend of Bumbo. So we tried to beat the game with Bumbo the Brave, and now we'll try with Bumbo the Nimble. It is really just going to boil down to putting a lot of time and effort into runs and getting really good at each of these varied rule sets. It feels like you could easily have twice as many characters that would just have less of a rule set to them. Something that would make it easier to follow things through. So we just started the game, we have 2 luck, and as far as I can tell, there's exactly 1 move to make here. Now what would be crazy, certainly, is if the way this all boiled down is that there is 1 perfect path in which you can take, and all other paths are incorrect. And as soon as you make your first mistake, then you are set up for failure. I don't know if I fully believe that to be the case, but it does seem like that might really be the case. Okay. So if we do this, then you destroy that and you get a bunch of green, but we have nothing we can do with the green mana. Attack that guy. Got a lucky shot. Arguably, maybe that's what luck is whether or not you get the extra damage that seems to appear fairly frequently. Okay. Hit that. And then do this. And see, with this, I don't think there's a high chance of getting an extra soul heart or anything like that, so we're looking really just for this first action. Reroll a roll of tiles, poison and pull an enemy closer. I mean, it's not really what you want, but you really don't have much of another option. Can we get a teeth match this turn? No. Can we get a bone match this turn? No. Can we get a teeth match this turn? No. Can we get a bone match this turn? No. We just have this entire row at the top here that's no help. There we go. So, probably hit this, then take out this with that, which that didn't work. Take out that, get some more hits. Poison an enemy and pull them closer. I poisoned the enemy behind and pulled them closer. It's at random in the way it works. Well, that's not ideal. That is not ideal at all. If we remove this here, then we do this, I'll get a couple more moves. One more attacker down. Another attacker down. Yeah, and there really is just not a solution otherwise. It's pointless. Yep, just like remove that. And then remove that, then that, and that. There we've got a 7 match. But yeah, you would just want to really just attack and move forward. Move on to the next turn. Getting the maximum number of rooms and without taking damage is the goal, and just the new standard quote as far as what you're doing. If you can get all the way through chapter 3 without taking any damage, that would be amazing. It's still very questionable whether, when they say without taking any damage, whether that includes or excludes soul heart damage. They probably would have said red heart damage if they meant red heart damage. They probably, in this case, do mean you have to get through the entire 3 chapters with no damage whatsoever. Still very easy to hit the wrong button, too. Bring that down. Do a 5. Kill that. Good poop. I guess you put the poop here. Hit that. Can we get a 1-turn match with anything? So there goes our first hit, and then they take poison damage. So they don't take the poison damage after the fact, which, that's a little unfair. It definitely eliminates a chance. Okay. This gives us another move, allowing us to kill that. Then that lets us win. Would there have been an opportunity to get health back? Become a copy of a spell. Gain grain mana. Well, we're not really doing too much, so the converter does make sense. Although craft paper in the long run might prove itself to be more useful. Although in this case, since you're getting mana with each kill, it does make sense to probably heavily lean on that mana. Alright, start with that. Do one. Do this. Do this. Really can't pull anything off I want to pull off, so I should probably think of something like this. Yeah, just do that. That probably wins the fight for you. Weirdly, it didn't. Well. See. We have enough for 2 of these attacks. Can we make an attack to start with? I guess that protects us there. Well, that did pull him closer. So now I can do this and just win. Was there something more I should have done? I don't know. Kills may heal as an artery. That's probably the right move. And going for like getting double increased luck. It's not really what we're looking for. We were looking for health up there. Spells cost less. Reroll spell, reroll spell. None of those are good options. So we'll just buy the health. I suppose there might be a strategy where you don't spend any money at the first one of these shops and then you save it all for the next shops. But honestly, that's probably not going to work for you very often because you need the big build fairly quickly. You just won't have that big build. Okay. Get rid of this heart to get another move. And then we really need poops in this case. So gain gray mana to make poops. Let's see if you did this. Did this. Do this. Match this. So you have to miss because we need brown poop first. I could try poison and pulling something forward. Okay. Then do this. And do this. Even throwing the booger through that opens it up. Can we do any damaging attacks here? Or is it just gonna be this? Oh yeah! What's next? Okay. Make that match. Smack that guy. Do we have another match we can do in one move? Or are we just gaining gray mana? It is a 1-to-1 trade, I guess. You get 2 gray mana for 1 bone, 1 poop. And you do seem to get the mana back when you're breaking things, so it's actually a kind of nice setup. Let's see. Do we have another match here that would work? Oh, yeah. Well, you just make a match here, I guess. Like, we're not gonna get 7 hearts here. Do that. Make another match here. And then do that again. Okay, we're doing nothing with greens. So do we want to splash the back attack for 6 with the hairball, or do we want to unprime? Well, if anybody is going to be able to use the hairball, it is going to be the nimble. Do we have a single move we can do here? Hoping for some more combos there. Oh well. There we go. What was that? That was a poison attack, wasn't it? Oh, okay. So you do this, then you do this. Let's go ahead and hit this here. Seems like the green smoke eats the poop, which that's not something I would have expected. I thought the green smoke was really just there to do basically nothing. And the big poops creating smaller poops is something that does happen in the Binding of Isaac, but feels a little less fair in this case. Just doesn't seem like you can manage that as well. There we go. Just doing massive amounts of maneuvering with everything, and then it just at this point would just be setting up until these guys can attack, and I don't know how much setting up I can even really do. Like, I can go crazy and try and set up a extra move, or I can set up a bunch of green, but I'm not likely to have any other things aligned enough to get enough hearts or anything around. I guess technically you do hit the rock with the snot, even if it's not doing anything for you. Yeah, that was a dumb move. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I guess what you're doing when it's this is that you would just be destroying the yellow pieces so you have that extra attack. Because that's kind of all you can do. it's either doing that or it's just setting up for a 7-bit. Yep. Won't come. So I would have had a massive amount of mana there. Looking at the top right, it all goes back down to 0. So unless you were setting up the board, which I question whether you can actually set up the board for the next turn. Let's see. Do that. Okay. We've got 2 moves. Can we do anything in 2 moves? I mean, we could get teeth for sure. Just play as safely as possible. Strike this guy in the back. Now that knocked both of them. Interesting. So hairball, splash back attack, attacks the person in the front and people in the back. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, ever so slowly I'm learning the rules of this game. Hit that one. And hit that one. And 2 damage, I guess, to this one would be your best bet. Okay. So I need to do 2 damage in 2 moves. Do I have 1 damage in even 1 move? No, but I can start with that. Put that guy away. Then, what can I do? Guess can't do much. It becomes very questionable, even if I had my luck at like 5, whether there's a way you can guarantee victory around that. Because, yeah, there's just so much. Well, different things that can happen. Poison a couple of these. Like if you maxed out your luck and you were getting a board that was 90% browns because you wanted browns, or the game thought you wanted browns, that would be crazy. There are points in the Binding of Isaac where you get some really crazy builds because the game goes so long and there's just so many floors and so many items you can get. But those points are not the norm by any means, and you definitely can't rely on a crazy build like that. And the tiny rocks, I thought the tiny rocks might be something, but it doesn't seem like there is. It doesn't seem like there's anywhere near as many secrets in this game as there would have been in The Binding of Isaac. I'm just gonna take this. And I'm probably gonna lose. I have half a health of hit. So unless I could get a ton of protection to begin with. Gain some gray mana. This is where I would have a chance. Is if I could make some matches this way. But they would have to be pretty amazing matches. Destroying 2 of the yellows wouldn't really help me. You can do that. Do that. Bunch of poison, pulling the enemy closer. A lot of these enemies are not designed, obviously, to become closer. If I were to get rid of a tooth, would I get another tooth? Or anything that might help me? If I were to get rid of a bone, I could get something. So doing that, so then I can convert that, so I can do that. Poop. Plus 2 health. That was the last of what I could do. Can I make one attack in one move? No. But I can do this or this. 2 there. Smack that for 2. Do this for 2. And then he probably took some extra damage because he's probably too deep. Let's take the pink bow this time, since that seems to be the only thing that increases your odds of getting soul hearts. Now we're at like 3 luck. We can't spin again. Spell charge less. No, for 8 cents, if we can turn that into a 0, that's worth it. And then we'll take the health. Spells hurting more would have been nice. Spells costing less would have been nice. Obviously there's nothing else we can do, so we just go forward. Who knows? There might be a real move here. Do we have a match on the first try? Yeah, we do. If all of a sudden we start to get soul hearts on top with artery, which maybe gives us health. Do we have a 1-move match here? I don't think we do, so let's re-roll. We have a 1-move match here. I think we do. Should have attacked the guy on the left. We're getting curses. Do we have a 1-move match here? No, but we have a 2-move match here. That's pretty nice. Go ahead and attack this one with this. Then I guess all we can do is re-roll. And then put some protection here. Kill this. Splashback damage. See if that does something. Extra health is what the plus there, I think, stands for. Okay. And do we get any mana if we destroy that tile? No, but we get rid of the tile. I'm not noticing any soul hearts, so if I was going to try and have 4 like red hearts in a row to see if that turns into soul hearts, that would be a little risky. Meanwhile, it would be better just to set up in the attack. Okay. Let's get rid of this guy in the middle. Do splashback damage this time. That was probably a mistake. Can we get a match if we remove 1 tile? Yes. I want to kill this guy. Two damage here. Do we have a 1 move forward? Yes, we do. Take that extra move. Do we have anything now? Or should we re-roll? Don't have much here either. make that match, I guess. And then we can kill that. And then we absolutely need like a poop. I have to miss because he's gonna attack regardless. So I need the poop first before anything else happens. Do that. Then do I have a one hit I can do? Yes, I do. Do that. Smash back. Just guess we're re-rolling the board here. Like one way or the other, it's wise to set things up and make this heart. Give me half a heart. Okay. So I got that red heart. We can re-roll the board for free if we want to, but let's just win here. My question there certainly would have been, had I been at full red hearts and gotten full 4 red hearts on the puzzle board, would I have gotten half of a soul heart? I don't think you, in the Binding of Isaac, ever get half a soul heart. It's almost always 1 full soul heart. So that would be a little weird. Flesh would cost the same to hit all enemies versus splashback, but it's heavy on the bones, whereas gain 1 damage for the room with 6 pentagram is better. There we go. And ideally we would want to reduce the cost of that too. Alright, do we have a 1-turn match? No, so let's re-roll. We have a 1-turn match this time. Yes. These 2 in the front can only be attacked by spells. Take that, do another move, get some poop, take some protection. I should have actually saved that. Okay. Just move the poops over this way. See if that works. Okay. Take that. Smack that guy. Down. Oh, I should have gained your damage first. Poison, poison. Reroll. Guess it's worthwhile to kill that. And then I'm just probably going to take a bunch of damage because I don't see a way around it. Line up that poop. Line up that poop. Yeah. That definitely didn't feel fair. Okay. Smash back on this one. Gets that down to 1. Poison gets to that. Splash back on this one. Destroys it. Should just re-roll. I should really re-roll every single time. I need all kinds of hearts if I was gonna do this. And there's just no good way to bring about a heart to line up in that order. Let's miss, and let's see what happens if we take that. We're at 11906. When I take a heart, you don't gain any mana, nor do you gain hearts by doing that, so it is incredibly dumb to take hearts. I can't imagine I survive this. Just a massive amount of people that will only take damage based on the way, based on tile matches. Reroll. One move. Do we have any one move match? Yeah, we have a two that way. That's like the only thing I can do. Reroll. Still don't have a one move tile match. Taking extra damage. Wouldn't really help me here. Yeah, you're not going to do anything. Let's see. Unless one of these knock this guy back. Or gaining mana somehow opened up a new opportunity. Like ideally you'd want to have almost an entire row of teeth at the bottom so that you could then use the teeth to destroy the teeth to move it downward. But it's not a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, well, we may have backdoored ourselves into a one more run for this series without me really realizing it. Because we've played now as Bumbo the Brave and failed, we played as Bumbo the Nimbo and failed. Next time we'll play as Bumbo the Stout, and then we'll play as Bumbo the Weird, and then Bumbo the Dead. And then, if just nothing has been unlocked at that point, I think I am going to probably try to think about playing off screen. Like, it is taking some of my attention and just barely enough of my attention away to try and comment and talk. And so playing off screen and just 100% focusing on the game would be a little bit helpful. Although that really is only about 10% of the problem. 90% of the problem is that this game, much like Binding of Isaac, is kind of designed around the idea of failing 4, 5, 6 to 10 to 20 times in a row before you get that success. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off of my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.